What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today with an update onto the Amazon account. And well, I've been doing campaign, a lot of it actually, in the time since the last video, and well, progressed quite a lot to 256 actually. I remember the time 2.5 where I was stuck there on my main account for quite some time really. And well, it doesn't seem to be any different now. 2.5, still fairly brutal with Valkyr, the 3 Valkyr, 3 Flame Strike, and then this wonderful 3 KB, 3 Cthulhu stage. This one went fairly easily. This one was one where in the past I think people used to be stuck as well because of the high speed of the two rogues. But that worked out pretty well, the other ones as well. But now we are here. Next one's going to be triple Valkyr, where I'm honestly pretty confident that I can beat that. This one though, a little bit of a problem because, well, I die to the damage over time effect when I use melodic strings to kill off the KBs. So yeah, we go with a different approach, and that approach is going in the front row and then hoping for god tier RNG, because what basically needs to happen for me to clear that, I'm probably not going to see that in this video, is both have to be stunned in the first round. Probably in the second as well. I have to be energy fed by hits until he changes the stance. Then he has to do an active skill. And when he does that active skill, well, then we can win. If I do a basic attack, I trigger 3 counter attacks and that kills me. And yeah, so, well, that's a bit of a problem. LFA is not in this lineup for the moment because it didn't really help. I need the HHA for shields, like an active skill like this. But I usually only get 2 chases. We need way more chases for that. And yeah, we don't survive till the next active. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. LFA just hits enemies, and that's nothing we really want. His CC doesn't block counter attacks as well, so that doesn't really help. So yeah, a bit of a problem. Of course, when we lose the shield or Gilded Purple Fan does no longer work, and then we die as well. So this is a bit of a peril here. I think with a bit more attack though, we can quite easily get through the stage if it is through guild tokens or some other way. We have some events coming up, so that's an option. Another thing, and with that I think we stop the attacks here for now because, well, I think that's better suited to be cleared outside of a video. I don't even really want to do a live stream for that. To be honest, I will just suffer through this, clear it, and then we can do more beautiful, nicer stages. The other thing that I kind of want to do is we have this A+ copy. I made the video about Soul Gathering, if you remember that. I talked a little bit about that. And not only is Soul Gathering going to be released, and well, we can kind of invest into it. We still have, for example, let me change the mode. We still have that Vulcan copy that we just don't use. It's still on this account, so we could actually sacrifice that if we wanted to, because I kind of don't really feel it, to be honest. Like, probably would be bad. But what I really want to do is go for an S tier Mockman, because that's kind of cool. Not only do we get access to the immunity nodes or immunity bonus stats that we don't really need, but there are going to be special S tier perks, as we talked about in the other video. Ship Crusher, which lets you deal an extra 180% against shielded enemies, not really something we need, but Hunter's Focus. 30% more all damage dealt if you have 50% crit chance or above. So that's kind of interesting. And then we get a 4th bonus stat, of course, so we could run something like Giant Killer Defiers, Hunter's Focus skill damage, which would be absolutely insane and would make this Mockman an absolute monster. And we kind of have the hammers to reroll for that, to spend like the time to reroll for that. And then, of course, well, Mockman is our main hero, so why not? The only problem we face doing that, though, is our copies. We are at 334 out of 348, and if you look like in our Shadow, for example, now as an average example for what we have, you look into here and like the first row, there isn't really a whole lot that we can even awaken. There's a ticks, we have few copies here, that's one row basically, and then it already ends, and the most of them Yeah, this one is probably even worse. Okay, we have a few homes here. That was a nice Saya, Inosuke. Those can't, then we have a lot that can't be awakened. In general, if a hero cannot be upgraded to 10 stack, can also not be awakened. So that's something you need to know if you didn't know that yet. So we struggle a bit with that, and beyond that, our backs, we got a few copies. Like we have 68 here, but that's not going to bring us to S tier. Neither are those. We used quite a lot of materials in the transition to Mockman because I built a lot of heroes there. And then in the back here, yeah, not too much going on. A lot of 4 stars, but in terms of 5 stars, we're not at the point where we could go for an S tier. We have some materials, like 5 cores, not a lot. 3,500 heroic scrolls are a lot though. And we are really due to do some event because we really haven't done so on Amazon. Like, I think it's mostly that I was waiting for the one event that is really insane. And I probably have to rethink that. Because the thing is, I look at the event and say, okay, like, I can get 2 sublimation boxes, and that doesn't seem like a lot for me, but I think that's like the whaling I'm used to do, and then you get 4 sublimation chests and a few cores or something. And I think I have to accept that most events just don't grant that, and be prepared to use those scrolls and do a few events to boost our progress. So I think we will do a Heroic Gold event pretty soon. Only 307 profit ops, that's not a whole lot. Next week's event includes wishing coins. Not quite sure how many wishing coins we have. Where are they even? They are hiding. There. 910. 910 is not too bad. It's also not pretty good. It's like 240 per completion. So it's like 240, 480. We could get like 4 completions. Maybe a 5th if we're lucky. But that's still not a whole lot. But we could do a little bit in the next event. And that's mostly what I was looking towards. Was I was planning in that regard. I think we have to take a little bit more time. It was very due though. We had to do like we had to do a few upgrades, build a few heroes. It was about time because our Amazon account was really in a position where there was just no progress. So it was good to break out from this. And I think we have to see when we can get SSM. Maybe like in 2 seasons, or not in the next one, but I mean the one after that. Maybe we can collect copies till then. Might be an option. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. What I also have to do is like clear Dominator. That shouldn't be, I mean like it shouldn't be too difficult. Can we clear that like without protection? 90% attack reduction, probably not, right? That's a horrible planet. Let's just test it. I cleared them a little bit already, actually. I clicked a few times, a few buttons there. Cleared 1 or 2 planets, I think. Maybe a few more even. Not quite sure. We should have used Ignis, now that I think about it. And we also don't have melodic strings on our Mockman, so that's horrible. Yeah, that's probably not the way you want to do that. Yeah, okay. Nobody saw that. That was really quite bad. Yeah, probably not the planet we want to fight either. So yeah, a few problems with that little approach there. Let's replace the shoes. Oh, we were still faster though with that. Kind of interesting. Let's switch to that. And did we switch? Yeah, okay, we did that. Let's just see how an average fight goes here. I think it's pretty easy, and I think it's well overdue that we do that. Let's just reset that. Oh, that's horrible. Can we just smash through there? Victory, thank you. Okay. I didn't even clear that. Alright. Okay, we didn't clear that much here. I think we can do it though. I'm not entirely sure. Last time I cleared Dominator was with a solo SFX, so I'm not sure, but that looks kind of promising. Looks decent. We have 2 demon bells, so we have a bit of an energy feed. A bit at least. Not really like an insanely big energy feed, but like we got a bit of an energy feed, so we can use that. I think that should work, but it's probably a little bit much for this video right now, I think. So we're just going to do that in the next episode. We're going to do a few more episodes because just at the moment there's not much happening in terms of idle heroes. We're going to get mid-autumn towards the end of the week, but I think we can do a little bit more in terms of Amazon episodes. But I thought I'd bring you guys like on the show you guys the current state of the account, show you guys what's currently up. And we have no chance, by the way, against difficulty 2 boss. Tried that and like it's not going well. It's not going well at all. Like we don't even get an aura here, so that's another issue. Oh, and beyond that, I forgot about that because while we are talking about the boss here, yeah, that's the thing. With melodic strings, we really get destroyed. We switched to Gilded Purple fans, not much better actually. Yeah, so yeah, bit of a problem here. But regarding the Destiny transition, we still have to get the core, of course, for SSM, and I cleared 2-4, as you can see, which, by the way, I recorded that and it just skipped that stage. No idea why. It skipped 2-4-10. And now we have all of those core of origin shards, and obviously this one doesn't include or SSM core. It does include LFA core, but it doesn't include SSM core, so that's a bit annoying, and I think the Age should really refresh that. Some people were arguing, well, those are the cores that you unlock when you clear that stage, but I think like they only give you one core. Let it at least be for the hero that you want to play, so that would be a lot cooler, I think. But yeah, that's another topic for another time. Still, I thank you guys for watching. We'll see a lot more in the coming days, I think, and preparing, of course, for the future. But with that, I wish you guys a great day. We'll see us in the next one.